Okay, let's dive right into this. I want you to imagine lying on an operating table. The bright clinical lights are shining down, a team of highly trained medical professionals is surrounding you, and they're prepping to operate directly on your brain. Now, here's the jarring reality we're unpacking today. In some of these surgeries, you aren't put to sleep. You're fully, completely conscious. Welcome to our deep dive. Today, we're looking at the fascinating, almost unbelievable medical reality of conscious brain surgery, and specifically, exactly how it works.
Which brings us to a frankly terrifying, totally counterintuitive question. Why on earth would you stay awake during brain surgery? I mean, it goes against literally everything we assume about major medical procedures, right? We expect to close our eyes, count backward from 10, and wake up when the whole shebang is over. But as our source material reveals, remaining conscious isn't a mistake. It's actually a highly calculated, absolutely vital medical strategy. So, let's find out why.
Part 1. Awake on the operating table. You know, the brain isn't just another organ. It's the control center for everything you are. And here's the fact that sets the stage for us. Sometimes patients remain completely awake while it's operated on. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. The skull is open, the brain is exposed, and the patient is just awake and aware. It really underscores this immense vulnerability, doesn't it? Having your brain operated on while you're conscious sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but for certain procedures, it's a very real, very necessary medical reality. Moving on to part 2, protecting critical brain areas. But you might be wondering, why take this extreme approach? Well, the crucial point is, it all comes down to avoiding damage to what doctors call eloquent areas of the brain. You see, when a surgeon is removing a problem area, they're working just millimeters away from tissues that control your speech, your movement, and critical thought. It's like navigating a giant puzzle in the dark. If they make a wrong move, the consequences are permanent. Which leads us to part 3, navigating the brain precisely. So how do they navigate this incredibly complex terrain? Well, here is how the procedure actively unfolds in the operating room. Step 1, keep the patient awake. Step 2, ask them to perform tasks. Step 3, observe their responses directly. It's a highly dynamic, interactive process. The surgeon isn't just looking at static images on a screen. They're using the patient's real-time consciousness as their guide. It creates this constant, rhythmic feedback loop between the medical team and the person right there on the table. So what kind of tasks are we talking about here? Well, usually speaking, or moving their arms, it's such a dramatic contrast, right? Just imagine having your brain exposed while you casually chat with your doctor or wiggle your fingers.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that, as our source notes, by directly observing their responses, surgeons can precisely navigate around crucial brain regions. If a patient is asked to speak and their speech suddenly slurs while the surgeon probes a specific spot with a tiny electrical current, the surgeon instantly knows, okay, stop, don't cut here. The patient's actions literally draw a live, real-time map of their unique neural wiring.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate goal here. Precise surgical navigation directly results in essential functions remaining intact. That's the direct cause and effect relationship we're looking at. The temporary, completely jarring reality of being awake during surgery directly buys the patient the preservation of their speech, their movement, and honestly, their overall quality of life. It's just an absolutely awe-inspiring medical achievement. By relying on the patient's active participation, surgeons turn an incredibly risky procedure into a masterpiece of precision. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. How incredible is the real-time map your brain creates just to speak or move an arm? The next time you effortlessly wave your hand or say hello, just think about the complex, vital neural networks firing inside your head right then. Networks so crucial and so intricate that surgeons literally need you awake just to find their way around them. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the source material, and keep questioning the incredible